Akademiks. Can't ride no way.
A lot to unpack. Let's start with Drake meet the.
If you in a pine box.
Let's just start with Drake Family Matters, the lyrics. Yo, tonight's a wild night, bro. I'm like shell shocked tonight. Hey, chat, y'all know I do this streaming shit. I'll rock out a good 12 hours by my damn self. And nigga, after what just happened in the last hour, it's the first time I'm like, damn, I wish I had a co-host because I'm lost for words. And I think my voice just went just cuz. I don't even know. Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck? Anyway, let's get through this chat. Bear with my voice a little bit. You know, I think I can power through this. This is what Drake responded with tonight. Okay, now, if you guys tuned in earlier to our earlier broadcast early in the morning, we saw Kendrick who dropped 616, which was like a timestamp type record, but it was more than a timestamp type record. It was probably alluding to a lot of significant dates that were also 616, which is June 16. If you guys don't know, Canadian Father's Day is at. Tupac's, I believe, birthday is at. June 16, 2016 is the first episode of Euphoria when that was also premiered. So Kendrick dropped a mid-round, I call it a mid-round drop, because it felt like when Drake dropped Tailor Made, okay? Now, we were waiting for Drake to drop, and I actually believed, I don't know, maybe he was going to somehow pick the weekend, or at most, come on Monday, except he dropped tonight, okay? He dropped Family Matters, and he dropped another song. It also uses a Family Matters cover, except it kind of feels like Buried Alive Part 2. If you guys don't know, Kendrick Lamar is on Drake's, first album, Take Care, doing an interlude. It's called Buried Alive. And if you hear that interlude, let me play that. You're going to hear some similarities. This is it.
If you was in a pine box.
Okay. And that was an interlude that Drake allowed Kendrick to do on his debut album. However, when you see what Drake posted on the gram, he seems to be mocking that, right? Because he posted this.
Hey, you always been a bitch to me. If you was in a pine box.
By the way, you see Baca in the comments? He says slap tops Capadonna. Okay.
I would still be in my spot. For you to make it to the peak.
Okay. So Drake also dropped that along with this Family Matters track. We're gonna try to do it sequentially. It looks like this Family Matters track dropped, then Drake dropped on YouTube, and then we have Kendrick who dropped Meet the Grams. Let's try to get to some lyrics early on. Here we go. So Drake picked up where he left off on Push-Ups, where there was the ending of the beat after the sample with me, where I said, yo, what top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick? There was a beat change, and he's like, yo, drop. He kept that same beat, and in the intro, what you'll notice is that he also, and look, by the way, numbers comparison. You want to do a numbers comparison before we do that? Family Matters, 646,000 views. Now, early views you can't count. The best way to look at views in the first 24 hours isn't the view count, because some YouTube videos, for whatever reason, upload or update slower than others. Best way to look at it is comments. Honestly, until it all catches up. So Drake has 59,000 comments, right? So I know you see 600,000 600,000 views, but we're gonna go off comments. Kendrick has, let's see. I know it says, I think it said Kendrick had like 1 point some million views. It's basically saying Kendrick had double the views, which I'm telling you, that view count isn't accurate. Okay? But the comments are accurate. So Drake, 59,000 comments. Kendrick, 57,000 comments, which basically is neck and neck. It's kind of the same. Okay? The views are going to catch up on both videos. We'll see what the real views are probably by tomorrow. Anyway. Yeah. Let's get into what the fuck Drake said on this track. I think he took a little bit of note from what Kendrick did on Kendrick dropped Euphoria, and it was about 6 minutes. And I think that he realized, he's like, yo, I could do beat changes. I could do multiple shit. I'm going to really get this in. We could do it on one track. Now, I'm not too sure if this was a track that he aimed to say, I'm going to end it with. But he definitely tried to do a few things. Let's get through some lyrics. He said, all right. And this looked like it was his mom at first, right? That first line. He said, maybe in this song, you shouldn't start by saying, and then he comes in and said, nigga, I said it, I know that you mad. I've emptied the clip over friendlier jabs. You mentioned my seed, now deal with his dad. I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad. Then the chorus comes in, drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Drop a 50 bag 29 for the thought. I was really trying to keep it PG. Then here's the verse. If you had a set, they'd probably give your ass a DP, but you a civilian, gang in real life, you PC. You know who really bang a set, my nigga YG. He's talking about YG 35. Or he might be talking about YG from the West Coast, right? You know who really bang a set, my nigga Chuck T. Who's Chuck T? Oh, Chuck Taylor, aka The Game. Okay. You know who really bang a set out there is CB. Damn, he's even shouting out Chris Brown. And nigga, Cole losing sleep on this. It ain't me. You better have some paperwork or that shit fake T. Can't be rapping about no ratting. Can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read. I mean, it's true, a nigga slime me from my AP. So he's basically saying, you can't tell me about I'm ratting when there's no paperwork that I ratted. Then he's like, yeah, nigga robbed me from my AP. Just like how Metro slimed him for his mains. Just like how Metro slimed him. Or I thought it was just like how Metro got slimed for his main squeeze. Let me listen. Oh, he says, just like how Metro's nigga slimed him for his main squeeze. Out here begging for attention, niggas, say please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves freed. You just acting like an activist. It's make-believe. Don't even go back to your hood and plant no money trees. You say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean, I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen and hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem on some Bobby shit. I want to know what Whitney need. And that puppy love was over in your late teens. Why you never hold your son and tell him say cheese? We could have left the kids out of this, don't blame me. You a dog and you know it you just play sweet. Your baby mama captions always screaming, save me. You did her dirty all her life. You trying to make peace. I heard one of them little kids might be Dave Freeze. By the way, that's his manager. Don't make it Dave Freeze, cause if your GM is your BM secret BD, then what? If your what? If your GM is your BM secret BD. Oh, is a GM of Oh, actually, he's a general manager of PG Lang. If your GM is your baby mama's secret baby dad, then this is all making plenty fucking sense to me. Hey, let that shorty breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. He's pretty much playing off the reference where Kendrick said that if he takes a picture with Sexy Red, it's two bad bitches and he probably want to twerk with her. So he's kind of flipping it around saying, let that shorty breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, whatever, whatever. And it says, yeah. Well, not that kind of free. I'm talking about my nigga Dave. Your man a Lil K. We call that shit a mini Drake. What does that mean? Oh, he says he's a little K. He's talking about his height too. He always said I overlooked him. I was staring straight. These bars go over Kenny head. No matter what I say, I know you like to keep it short. So let me paraphrase. Knew it was smoke when Abel hit us with the serenade. Nigga says, almost started reaching for my waist. Then he says, drop. Drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Drop a 50 bag for the mob in the spot. Hold on. By the way, let me get some coffee real quick. I ain't gonna lie to you because my voice cannot give out today.
For attention.
Okay. I got a little tea. I got, I'm good. Okay, let's read these lyrics. All right. Let's see. Okay, cool. Where were we at? All right. So he starts off by saying, if you had a set, they give you as a DP, but you're a civilian. Gang in real life, you PC. You know who really bang a set? My nigga YG. You know who really bang a set? My nigga Chuck Taylor. That's the game, Jason Taylor. You know who really bang a set, nigga? CB. And nigga, Cole losing sleep. Yo, Drake, you gotta diss Cole. Cole just a stone cold bitch who got you in the beef. He ducked out. He's riding tricycles. And you over here gotta deal with all this shit. This nigga Kendrick dropping all type of riddles, 5 songs back to back. Cole over there talking about, I've slept good for 10 years. You need to diss Cole too. Fuck that nigga sleep. Fuck his sleep, okay? By the way, you know what they also revealed? They revealed that Drake was taking some sleeping pill. The sleeping pill is actually on the cover art. Let me tell you what the sleeping pill is called. The sleeping pill is called what? Wait, what's the name again? Apparently they're saying he's on Ozempic, which is weight loss. And then, let's see, Drake sleeping pill. Yeah. So they're saying the sleeping pill is called Zopalin or something like that. Let me see if we can find a better picture of it. It was for insomnia. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. So he's taking something called, someone says, I know everyone's focused on the Ozempic, but the zopaldium tartrate, which is an Ambien, I don't even know what that is, in the pill is a bottle on the left, is a hypnotic agent used to treat insomnia. Let's Google it. Let's see if that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. It's used for a short time to treat sleep problems, insomnia in adults. If you have trouble falling asleep, it will help you fall asleep faster. Okay? Now we're getting to find out. This looks like things that either were stolen or taken from Drake's father. Now, we all heard Kendrick talk about a mole. Does this mean his father is a mole? I don't think that. His father probably got caught lacking. Let me tell you this. Drake father out here fucking the same bitches probably as Drake. In the sense of Drake father is lit out here. Get what I mean? Some of these little young bitches probably linking with him like, man, I'm giving the pussy up to a nigga who's 63. God damn it. If that nigga ain't gonna give me a check or something like that, man, shit, let me see if I could get something to leverage. Unfortunately, this happens. Also, what I realized, and now I'm thinking about, is this Kung Fu Kenny nigga really like that? So apparently on the thing for the Ozempic, we'll find a better one. It says Pharmacy 90210. Let's go and Google it. Pharmacy 90210. Apparently, that's a pharmacy in California by Beverly Hills. This is it right here. Now, if we're thinking that this was all taken from Dennis Graham, Drake's father's suitcase, why does he has Drake's Ozempic, Drake's sleeping pills, or whatever the case is? I don't know. But Drake does have a crib near Beverly Hills. We could Google it. Drake $88 million house. And it says Drake wants $88 million for his Beverly Crest mega mansion. So he was selling a house in Beverly Hills for $88 million. Makes sense maybe why, if he's hitting up or having people hit up the pharmacy for maybe prescriptions. Okay? Now, again, I don't think the sleep medication is anything. I think some people are going to make a big thing of the Ozempic. But again, I'm going to be honest with you. We got to pick a struggle, and we got to be honest. Number one, do I acknowledge that Drake made fun of Ross for allegedly using Ozempic? If he's using Ozempic too, he can't look stupid. That's a fact. Second of all, though, we have to say, if you're on a weight loss medication, to me, it doesn't make sense why you would be getting your abs done or getting a BBL, as Ross would say it. But I don't know. These guys are under intense pressure to look a certain way. I don't know. I remember when I found out that The Rock would get liposuction before certain wrestling events. I was shocked. I thought that he was always in the gym, but for whatever reason, he would do that at times. Okay? All right. Cool. Let's get back to some of these lyrics, right? So if you ever had a set, okay. So he says, and that nigga losing sleep on this, it ain't me. Which, by the way, interestingly enough, why that Kendrick's response, and it's kind of going, this is where I'm going to say Kendrick has done a masterful job. He's planted so many seeds that everything that happens, we think is intentional. We think that 616 has 20 different meanings intentionally. Maybe just has 2 different meanings. But we're now attributing every meaning that could make sense to it because he's playing the game of riddles, right? So, for example, we're going to look at Kendrick and be like, Kendrick, you're a fucking genius, because on the song that he dropped like 5 minutes after Drake dropped, when Drake says, and nigga, Cole is losing sleep on this, it ain't me. Well, if we're thinking about the obvious, Kendrick is probably saying, nigga, you're not losing sleep on this only because you're taking sleeping pills, right? That's what you would imagine. Okay, cool. This is one thing, and I'm going to be objective. I think Drake is missing in the Easter, like the Easter egg hunt. Like, he's not dropping like these little Easter eggs that people, and by the way, I'm gonna get to him crushing that car that seems to be maybe the car that was on the cover of Good Kid, Mad City. I think that's dope. But you gotta remember, and I said this, I was on a Joe Budden podcast today, and they were like, yo, they felt Drake was missing some of the moves that he did in 2015. Remember when he did, I might send bottles to Charlemagne, and the day he dropped the song, by the time Charlemagne was on radio, he said, I ain't gonna lie, there's some bottles here. And it got delivered by Drake. It was like almost moves. It was like really dope moves. And I don't necessarily think that Drake ain't doing those moves. I think he's not going up against a stupid nigga like Meek. And that nigga Kendrick is doing as much moves or trying to do more moves. You get what I'm saying? Because we're going to see Drake try to counter Kendrick, and I'll show the music video. He pops up to New Ho King. Right? He pops up there. Let me see. He pops up to New Ho King. Yeah, Let me see. Okay, I see some shit. So he pops up to New Ho King, and we'll show that a little bit because it's on the video. Anyway, let's go. By the way, this is Drake's lyrics. We're going through it. He says, "You better have some paperwork or that shit is fake tea. Can't be rapping about ratting. You can't be rapping about no ratting that we can't read." I mean, it's true. A nigga slimed me for my AP, just how Metro nigga slimed him for his main squeeze. By the way, we gotta get that tea. We need this tea instantly, huh? Out here begging for attention, nigga. Say please. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves freed. You just acting like an activist. It's make believe. Don't go back to your hood and play no money trees. You say you hate the girls I fuck, but what you really mean, I've been with black and white and everything that's in between. You the black messiah wifing up a mixed queen and hit vanilla cream to help out with your self-esteem on some Bobby shit. I want to know what Whitney need. All that puppy love was over in y'all late teens while you never, and oh, this is important, while you never hold your son and tell him say cheese. We could have left the kids out of this. Don't blame me. What does that mean? In the diss Euphoria, he goes in on Drake, brings up Adonis. Drake responds by why you never hold your son and say cheese, exclaiming that Kendrick should have left the kids out of it, but Drake is going to go on Kendrick kids. Da-da-da. Drake often posts pictures with his son, proving he's not a deadbeat. Kendrick, on the other hand, has never posted any pictures with him and his son. Okay. Then he goes into, you a dog, and you know it. You just play sweet. Your baby mama captions always scream, save me. You did her dirty all her life. You trying to make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Freeze. How many kids does Kendrick have? He said, don't make it Dave Freeze, because if your GM is your BM secret BD, then this is all making plenty fucking sense to me. Let that shorty breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. Shake the ass for Drake, not shake that ass for free. And I guess he's talking about Dave Free. So yeah. Well, not that kind of free. I'm talking about my nigga Dave, your man a little K, so we call that shit a mini Drake. He always said I overlooked him. I was staring straight. These bars goes over Kenny head no matter what I say. I know you like to keep it short, so let me paraphrase. Nigga knew it was smoke when Abel hit us with a serenade. Nigga said, almost had me reaching for my waist. He's like, drop a 50 bag for the mom in the spot, drop a 50 bag, 29 for the thought. Why does he say 29 for the thought? I don't get that part. So, I was really trying to keep it PG. Then he says, yeah, let me stop playing around and take this shit serious. You niggas a joke. I'll take you serious. Then I believe the beat changes. He says, if Drake shooter's doing TikToks, nigga, really shooter in your gang, that's P's brother. Ooh. Let's talk about it. He said, really shooter in your gang, that's P's brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot. Nigga, can't listen to the stick talk in falsetto. Save it for a hip-hop nigga. By the way, I don't know what annotations they got here. This might be wrong. I think he's talking about, I don't know if he's talking about Preem. You know, Preem with Reps Up, that's like his guy. He said if Drake shooter's doing, he's talking the Weeknd here. I'll give a critique here, and by the way, for all the people who said, including you, Kendrick, don't let me get on your stupid ass too. Keep it respectful. You did, by the way. I love you. It's all good. For all the people who say compromise, I'm giving real-time critique of both of these tracks. And if I was compromised, I would just be like, this is the best, this is trash. I'm giving real live, in-the-moment criticism. I will criticize Drake for not only focusing on Kendrick. With all due respect, we didn't need to hear another Weeknd diss. Weeknd is not making no more music. At least dissing you. You already diss Ross. I don't think you needed to spin back. Or you could have spun back, but I think after. A$AP Rocky and them, I don't think you need to keep giving them bars. I really think the only target here is Kendrick Lamar, which then leads me to think, well, if you're not giving Kendrick all the bars when, here's the thing, my personal feelings, I think Push-Ups was better. It's my favorite out of that and Euphoria. However, I understand if someone says, nah, I think Euphoria is a better diss. I'll tell you why. Euphoria is 6 minutes of Kendrick lambasting Drake. Drake disses about 6 to 9 people on Push-Ups. So I'm like, if Kendrick dissed him for 6 minutes and he dissed 9 people over 4 minutes or 3 minutes, I could understand if somebody felt like they felt like Kendrick understood the assignment. Here's the point I'm trying to say. After Euphoria and then the second track, 616, hey, with all due respect, Ross could get half an IG caption. Ross, I love you though. ASAP Rocky, I'm sorry. You shouldn't even get a mention. I love you though. Who else? Like some of these people he's mentioning, I don't think they needed a mention on this track. I think this track should have been straight at Kendrick. And also, I do believe that it was Drake should have already knew that any further response from Kendrick was going to be some, I'm deciphering you as a man and as a personality, and I'm going to show people why you're a fraud or you're a piece of shit. And that was a very easy angle to predict. And because that was the case, you're either going to counter it by either showing why that person saying it is just as bad as you, or you're going to get into their character. But unfortunately, I don't want to hear, hey, if the shooter's doing TikTok. Like, yo, by the way, still dope at The Weeknd, but The Weeknd don't deserve the smoke right now. It's only Kendrick. Kendrick is talking too crazy. He's actually acting like he's trying to kill you, my nigga. Right? So that's one of my critiques about this track, right? But this is to The Weeknd. If Drake Shooter's doing TikTok, and by the way, he speaks in third person. The realest shooter in your gang, that's P's brother. Y'all ain't getting shit shot. Nigga can't listen to the stick talking falsetto, save it for hip hop, nigga. Y'all don't ever be at home, and I think he's talking about XO. Dog, you a souvenir out the gift shop, okay? Still mad about that one hoe. We ain't even fuck. I just lip locked her. I don't know if he's talking about the not Haley Baldwin. Bella Hadid. Oh, I thought he fucked Bella Hadid. I guess he's saying, bro, I just kissed her, bro. Like, why you so mad over that? He says, I get active when it's wartime, and I ain't really let my dick drop, nigga. Then he says, what the fuck? I heard Rick drop, nigga. Talking about a nose job, nigga? Ozempic got a side effect of jealousy and doctors never told y'all niggas. Put a nigga in the bars, let a nigga rot like your old job, nigga. Oh, shit. So he's mentioning the CO shit. House sitting on some land, but it's out where no one even really know y'all niggas. Bitches gotta drive 2 hours for you to pay him to give a blowjob, nigga. This is all at Ross. Wow. I'm wondering if this is a play by Drake. Because, again, with all due respect, I don't think Ross deserves this amount of bars. I just don't. Right? Now, here's the thing. I think Ross is good. If I'm Ross is in the studio right now. I'll be surprised if Ross don't drop a response tomorrow. So tomorrow, the day after, Ross is definitely dropping. And I think that this should be an ISO. Isolate Kendrick. If I'm Drake, I would proclaim victory over the other 19. Yo, I already beat y'all ass. Y'all suck. Kanye, you a bitch. I'm not saying that me. I'm saying that if I'm Drake, I would have just violated Kanye with like a quick bar and get to the guy who really seems like he's coming for the cranium, right? All right, let's go though. Must have snorted up a snowball because my last record deal was 400 M's. These days, that's a low ball. He says, who's next on the list? So he's going down the list. By the way, if you guys don't remember, right before this all happened, Drake posted this to his Instagram, which I was on the Joe Budden podcast at the time, and I was wondering. I was like, I hope he's not dissing 50 niggas But he posted this.
I'm going to kill each and every one of you. And the only disappointment in it for me is that I only get to do it once.
Hey, Ari, fellas.
Hey, Carol.
Robert, hope to see you again.
Nice to meet you, too. Dave said you could give me a lift to the station?
Okay. Again, him, with all due respect to Rick Ross is funny on the gram. He's a great song maker, but because part of this beef is about cachet in the game and where you're at, and only Kendrick could match him. Like, Kendrick is matching him. Numbers wise, he's matching him. Everything, at least in his beef, people are gonna look at Ross and they're like, he don't gotta respond to you or whatever. So, like, I think him dissing Ross is actually punching down, and it's not because of talent, because I do think Ross is a formidable opponent in any battle, but because you have a way bigger profile than Ross, you could choose when to acknowledge him and when to ignore him, and that plays into your strategy, right? So you dissing Ross for here, like, yeah, you're bodying a nigga, but it's like, it's not like niggas is dying to hear Ross's response, even though I know he will respond. Okay. Yeah. So he says, my last record deal was 400 M's. These days that's lowball. Said, who's next on the list? So which one of my so-called niggas? This is almost like a Tony Montana moment where he's like, yo, you want to play tough or whatever? Like, yo, come on. Like, it's like he's basically on some belly shit. Like, all right, who want it next? You feel me? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas? Which one of my so-called niggas need a shove from a clip? Always knew I had to smoke y'all niggas, right? Then he gets to Kendrick. Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City van. Will pop the latch and let the door slide. Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you pussies dying. It's a war cry. Weekend music getting played in spots where boys get a little more pride. He's basically saying in gay spots, right? That's why all your friends dip into Atlanta, gay headquarters, paying just to find a tour guide. Abel, which is Weekend's real name, run your fucking bread, need to buy some more chains for some more guys. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of want to get into that angle. I don't know why. Drake has said this twice about The Weeknd and XO. Like, basically, them guys ain't like that, and they're just paying for protection. And this is why I think he said about The Weeknd's manager, yo, you're tricking on dudes. Like, he's like, the shit you do for niggas, we do for women. Right? Anyway. Then he says, let me find another street nigga I could take to the game, courtside. So let me get a used Ferrari for a rapper, take a nigga on a horse ride. Anything to take the spotlight off the fact the boss is a drugged out little punk sissy from the north side. Oh, wow. I guess that's The Weeknd. Weeknd, north side. Is he from the north side? Yeah, he says that on Low Life, right? Low Life. What does he say on? I don't think he says north side. Oh, he did. He said East Coast. He said getting faded with some bitches from the west side. East Coast nigga repping north side. Never waste a hoe's time. Bitch, I'm on my own time. Fuck a nigga cosign. I love the song too, though. Weeknd, shout out to you, my boy. And I'm going to be honest with you, Weeknd. You deserve a couple of jokes because you did sing a diss. Like, you sang the diss, my nigga. You feel me? Like, if you want to get staticky and get into beef, well, actually, you're kind of good at doing that. Let me not say nothing. I was going to say do some Chris Brown shit and rap, but nah. Like, I've heard you kind of get a little mixy while harmonizing, so I ain't going to say nothing. All right, bet. Okay, so I guess he's dissing The Weeknd up crazy. Yo, your boss is a drugged out little punk sissy from the north side. Then now he gets to A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky's real name is Rakim. Rakim talking shit again. Gas cause you hit my baby mama first? Nigga, do the math. Who I was hitting then? That's interesting. Was he fucking Rihanna while... Was Drake fucking Rihanna while A$AP Rocky was fucking his baby mama back in the day? That's interesting. Holy shit. Let me see. Okay. Wait. All right. Then he says, nigga, do the math. Oh, are y'all seeing what I'm posting? Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't scroll up. So, nigga, do the math. Who was I hitting then? He said, I didn't even know you. Yo, A$AP, I like you. Rocky, you're my nigga. Okay? Like, Goldie Stin, one of my favorite songs ever. But, bruh, you only leave people to joke on you because you don't rap enough. And it's not that you don't have the skill. You just don't drop, my nigga. Look at this. He violating Rocky. He said, I didn't even know you rap still. Because they only talk about your fit again. Probably got to have a kid again before you think about dropping any shit again. Holy shit. Saying that nigga probably got to have a third child with Rihanna before you think about dropping. He says, even when you do drop, they going to say you modeled because it's mid again. Smoking Fenty. About they should have put you on the first one. You trying to get it in. And Fenty, obviously, you could play off of that with, what's that shit called? Fenty Beauty. Then he says, ask Fring if this is a good idea. Next time you cuddled in the bed again. Who's Fring? Who does Fring? Said she'll even tell you leave your boy alone before you get your head split again. Then, I'm going to be honest with you, the only person I seen Drake spare was, like, Future. Pluto shit make me sick to my stomach. He even basically says, yo, I don't really want to be beefing with this nigga. So I know he had to be an influence. Oh, no. He said, Pluto shit made me sick to my stomach. We ain't never been through it. Leland Wayne, which is Metro, he a fucking lame. So I... Yo, Drake be violating this nigga Metro so crazy. Leland Wayne, he a fucking lame, so I know he had to be an influence. These niggas had a plan, and they finally found a way to rope their way into it. 2 separate albums dissing. I just did a Kim to it. I just skimmed through it. Kim K, Kim Kardashian, has this whole clothing line called Skims. He makes a nice little, it's almost like a triple entendre. I skimmed through it, okay? Me and Savage had the hose dripping, went at the shows, almost had to swim to it. Which, by the way, I think that's one of the reasons Future mad, but okay. He's saying that, yo, me and Savage, we had a great time at the shows. We just fucking hoes. What the hell? Said K-Dot shit is only hitting hard when Baby Keem put his pen to it. Oh, shit. Now, this is the first time I've seen Drake kind of allude to some shit like this. But has Baby Keem wrote for Kendrick? Has he? It says Ross called me white boy. Shit kind of got a ring to it. Shit. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna finish playing this.
Tears running down my cheek, laughing at you, pussy dying. It's a war cry. Weekend music.
Okay. Where are we at? K-Dot shit is only hitting hard when Baby Keem put his pen to it. Wow. Is Baby Keem writing for Kendrick though? I always, with all due respect to Baby Keem, I always thought it was the opposite way around. I always thought that Baby Keem got his shit written, not all of it, but maybe some of his shit written by Kendrick to jumpstart his career. Right? That's what I thought, but who knows? Anyway. Says, Ross called me the white boy and that shit kind of got a ring to it. By the way, I like Drake taking this approach to it. Again, I'm not fond that this track is going at 20 niggas. I think it should only win a Kendrick, right? Because here's the thing. We still haven't gotten a dedicated solo song to Kendrick, and I think that if we never get that, it's going to be Drake is going to be allowed to say, well, bro, they jumped me, and it was way more than Kendrick, and all these other guys have huge profiles. I had to respond to all of them. And I think that it's going to dilute the idea of the beef, because that's an out. Yo, there was 20 niggas going at me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. It says 2 separate albums, this, and I just did a Kim K, blah, blah. All right. It said Ross called me the white boy, and the shit kind of had a ring to it because all these rappers waving white flags while the whole fucking club sing to it. Murder scene on your man tonight, then come to the vigil with the candlelight, body after fucking body, and you know Rick reading my Miranda rights. Okay, he's talking about the whatever. I'm going on vacation now. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Drake saying that is basically him saying, yo, listen, man, I'm done with this. Now, yo, I had a very interesting idea. And I said this on the Joe Budden podcast today. I said, yo, this could go on for forever. I don't think none of these guys are hitting each other with a knockout punch. So it's very possible that this match goes to the scorecards. It goes to the people. Let's say it goes 4 rounds, 5 rounds. Let's say it goes only 3. As long as Drake doesn't get knocked out or just completely bows out because somebody says something so crazy about him, he can't respond, I think it will be seen as a victory for the people who like Drake. Hey, you went toe-to-toe with Kendrick. We're not saying you're going to end his career, but we know he ain't do no damage to you, and you stood toe-to-toe with a guy who they claim was the non-commercial, or I mean, he is commercial too, but the elite MC who that's all he does, right? So it was who wants this to go longer? I personally believe that Kendrick is down to keep going for the rest of the year. I personally believe that. If I'm Drake, I want to get this shit wrapped up as quick as possible. I just did a whole tour, 84 cities, dropped 3 albums back to back, bro. I don't want to keep come on. I thought if Drake wanted a way to wrap this up quickly, unless he could provide a knockout punch, the quickest way would be drop Scary Hours. What is it, 4 now? Drop Scary Hours, give 3 tracks or 4 tracks. I've always said what people want from Drake in this battle is to hear him doing a lyrical exhibitionist like what he did on Omerta, on Diplomatic Immunity, on Lemon Pepper Freestyle, on Churchill Downs, even though it's a feature. They want to see Drake basically rap bar for bar. However, that's still going to be inconclusive because Kendrick does that pretty good too. So I was saying, you drop one of those tracks, then you drop a hit song with it. Y'all remember the first Scary Hours? It had God's Plan and Diplomatic Community. Diplomatic Community is hard. God's Plan is God's Plan. How about if he drops 3-4 songs, he drops 2 club bangers. He's still dissing Kendrick on them club bangers, but then he also bars that nigga up. I think that's the thing that Drake is not probably realizing. There is a kind of need for him to kind of do what we know he does best. Now, I do think Push-Ups was a great song that was, it was an attempt at really almost a club banger, if you ask me. But people want to see him almost, and it was actually interesting that Kendrick dropped a timestamp record. They want to see Drake do that. Remember when, obviously Tyga was never a factor, but when, he felt Tyga was doing whatever, he bodied that nigga in 3 p.m. was it 3 p.m. or 6 p.m. in New York? Like, we've seen him use them timestamp records to shut shit down. And I think some people were expecting to see that again. So him saying, all right, bet I'm going on vacation now, while basically just he's attacking 20 niggas on both tracks. We get it, you're getting jumped, but all them niggas, they're basically like, yo, they're jumping you in a pillow fight. Kendrick got brass knuckles. Right? Anyway, he says, I'm going on vacation now. Hope next time y'all planned it right. Cause you gotta pay for saying my name. Guess now niggas know, niggas understand the price, right? That's kind of interesting. So I'm going on vacation now. Hope y'all plan next time y'all plan it right. Cause you gotta pay for saying my name. I guess now niggas understand the price. Okay. That probably, we gotta think a little bit more about that. There's probably a lot of synergy with that line. Anyway, then he says, hey, he says, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy. Where's your uncle at? Because I want to talk to the man of the house. West Coast niggas do fades, right? Well, come get this ass whooping. I'm handing him out. You want to take up for Pharrell? Well, come get his legacy out of my house. I like that line. Bruh, go get, like, if you taking up for Pharrell, Tupac, everybody, well, I'm the nigga who bought their legacy, nigga. Tupac ring on my finger, nigga. Pharrell chains around my neck, nigga. He auctioned it, I bought it. You want to take up for them, nigga? How about you man up and shit, however you can, come take it out of my house, or nigga, just bow down and pay respect and maybe try to buy it from me. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking he's saying. Then he disavows cease and desist. He says, a cease and desist is for hoes. Can't listen to lies that come out your mouth. You call the Tupac estate and beg him to sue me and get that shit down. So he's basically saying, I ain't never put no cease and desist for y'all niggas. So y'all are lying about that. And the reason why probably TaylorMade ain't on DSPs or I can't do nothing with it and I got to take it on my Instagram is because y'all called the Tupac estate and told him to sue me, right? He says, I'm losing perspective on beat. Boy Wonder send beat and I'll kill you for fun. Your daddy got robbed by Top. You and Stunner. Oh, by the way, I think I seen a video recently about that. Kendrick Lamar, father robbed. Oh, wow. Okay. So I guess that's what Drake was talking about. Your daddy got robbed by Top. You Stunner. He said, what the fuck? He says, you Stunner and Wayne, like father, like son. Anthony, which is the manager, set up the plays. Kojo be charging you double for none. I believe Kojo is their digital guy. Said they shook up about what I'ma say, but texting your phone like we already won. You tell me what I shouldn't say, but fuck it, my nigga, it's already done. Ooh. So Drake is saying, nigga, I already went crossing lines. Fuck all that. He says, we already know it's a 20v1. We already know why you went number one. It's clearly because of the boy. The honorable thing is to give me the loot. It's like Drake is saying, yo, give me my percentage, bro. You right about fuck the big three. It's only Big D. Pause. But he's talking about Big Drake. And it's video proof. Our son should go play at the park. Two light-skinned kids. That shit would be cute unless you don't want to be seen with anyone that isn't blacker than you. We get it. We got it. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We get it. We get that you like putting gin in your juice. We get that you think you're bishop in juice. When you put your hands on your girl in self-defense because she's bigger than you, your back is against the curb. You digging for dirt. You should be digging for proof. Why did you move to New York? Is it because you live in that bachelor life? Proposed in 2015, but don't want to make her your actual wife. I'm guessing that wedding, it ain't happening, right? Because we know the girls that you actually like. Your darker secrets coming to light. It's all in your face like what happened to Mike. Oh shit, it's all making sense. Maybe I'm Prince and you actually Mike. So he reverses it. He says, I'm Prince, you're Mike. He says, because Mike was praying his features would change so people would believe that he's actually white. He says, Top would make you do features for change to get on pop records and rap for the whites. And wait, you say your brother Jermaine, but you wanted him to stay out of the light. Ooh. Oh, he's talking about J. Cole? Oh shit. Just follow me, right? Cause nothing you say could bother me, right? I get off the plane and nothing has changed. I head to Delilah with all of my ice. Remember Kendrick got that line that says, as soon as you get off the plane? Well, he's saying I got off the plane, nothing has changed. I head to Delilah with all my ice. Head to Delilah with all my ice. Head to Delilah with all my ice. This shit gotta be over by now for anyone out there that's calling it, right? You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide. You know what I mean? They hired a crisis management team to clean up the fact that you beat on your queen. I think that was about that 2014 thing I was telling y'all about yesterday, right? Where allegedly, I didn't hear that it was his wife though. I heard it was a dancer. But okay. So the picture you painted, it ain't what it seems. You're dead. Okay. And then we're gonna skip the Buried Alive one, and we're gonna get to Meet the Grams. Let me play this and we'll read the lyrics.